Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther for those that are new. In this channel we talk about motherhood, food, lifestyle, faith, DIY and everything nice. If you're interested in anything nice, now click on that subscribe button. Please just click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, and if at the end of the video you love it, I know you're going to love the video, please give me a thumbs up. So please pardon the sweat on my face. Being a Nigerian YouTuber is no joke. I have battled with so many things. I'm like this video I must shoot this video today, whether NEPA or heat likes it or not. I just have to shoot this video today. So please, I'm going to be sweating, but I don't mind, and I hope you don't mind too. So yes, let's get into today's video. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about my birth story. I'm going to tell you what happened from the last period of my pregnancy to the day I went into labor, to everything that went down in the delivery room. Juicy story, everything that went down in the delivery room, my experience, the lessons learned, and everything that went down. So please sit back and yeah, let's get into it. So I was in Lagos all through my pregnancy, and yeah, I had my baby here in Lagos. And I'm going to start with, I attended all my antenatal classes. I didn't have any complications. I had a very smooth pregnancy, apart from heartburns, occasional heartburns. No, did I say occasional heartburns? Heartburns every single day. Like, I had heartburn. Funny enough, I didn't have all these other things people talk about, and I thank God for that. I only had heartburn, and I also had sore throats occasionally. But yeah, that was just it about issues in my pregnancy. No complications. The baby was growing fine, and everything was, all sweet and rosy. My EDD, that's my expected date of delivery, was supposed to be on the 5th of February. I went for my 38 weeks antenatal meeting, and I saw the gynecologist, and she was like, you're doing fine. And I think I did a scan. I can't even remember, but I did a scan, and she was like, there's a problem. And I was like, what do you mean by there's a problem? And she was like, your placenta is low lying, and we have to check very well to be sure, because when your placenta is low lying, we need to check to see the distance, So basically, when they say your placenta is low lying, it could be that your placenta is covering your cervix, and it could lead to complications or something like that. Placenta is low lying, and I might have to do another scan. And I was like, okay. And she was like, we have to check. If not, we start preparing you for cesarean section. And I was like, okay. Mind you, I wasn't scared of cesarean section or anything. I really didn't have I was not bent on it had to be a vaginal birth. I was like, anyone, as long as I bring forth my child healthy, I'm fine. I'm healthy. I'm fine and I'm healthy. I believe in two things, healthy and happy. The mother and the child have to be healthy and happy. As long as my baby comes out fine and everything, I'm okay. Up until when she said, okay, you might be going in for a cesarean section if we check and there's a problem with the placenta, blah 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 blah. I was like, okay. Was I scared? A little bit. I was a little bit scared, because all I prayed for was a delivery with no complications. However, I wasn't like, okay, even if I had to give birth through CS, vaginal birth, anyhow I had to bring my baby to the world, I was fine with it, as long as there was no complication. So I did another scan, and then she was like, okay, everything is fine, there's no issue and stuff like that. So there is this thing we do in this part of the world. In Nigeria, there's a thing called omogo, where your mom comes to take care of you and the new baby. My mom came on the 3rd of February, so that was on the Saturday. Remember, my EDD was on the 5th of February. From Sunday, I started feeling so heavy. Baby had dropped. You could literally see that the baby had dropped. Tummy had gone down. and I was feeling so heavy. There was so much pressure down there, you know. And then on Monday, which was the 5th, that Monday, that afternoon, I went out to buy something, and my God, I couldn't even walk. Like, the pressure was just so much. I was feeling so much pain, pressure, you know, my lower abdomen, like it was so much, you know. So I was like, okay. And my mom was like, any moment from now, I think you're going to like get into labor. The tummy is really distended and everything. So that Monday, I had my younger brother was around, my husband and my mom. That Monday at about, I think that was about 8, 9, I was having dinner, I was eating. And after eating, I just stood up to take my plates to the kitchen. And then I felt like something, that feeling of like, when you see your menses and you're stained, right? So I just felt that wetness. I was like, what's this? So I dropped my plate, got into the room, and opened up, and I saw the blood. So apparently that was my bloody show. So your bloody show, that's like one of the pre-labor signs. So there's a thing called a mucus plug that will fall off. That, so that's like a cork that blocks your cervix, right? It covers the cervix, or it shields your baby from the outside wall. So when your mucus plug falls off, you know, you have like, you could actually go into labor like maybe a week. You could still have a week, you know, to go into labor. But when you see your bloody show, so it's like the mucus mixed with blood or something, then you have like a day or two to go into labor. So I saw the bloody show, and I rushed to my mom. I was like, this is what I saw. She was like, yeah, pack. Prior to this time, I had already packed my hospital bag. My mom had already packed her things, you know, pack, let's get to the hospital. My husband came, and you know, we went to the hospital. When we got to the hospital, obviously that was in the night. The doctor on call was there, and he checked me to see if I was how much I had dilated, and it was like I was, I think, 2 cm dilated. You know, then the contractions were still like playing games, like the contractions were still like warming up, just small. I was like, okay. And he was like, I was going to count, and I should tell him when I feel the contractions, and I did that, and I was like, okay, your 2 cm dilated. I was like, oh, is this the contraction? Is this how the contraction is? Then why do people make it look like it's one big deal? I beg, take me, let me just go and drop this baby out, I beg. And guys, this thing about checking for dilation, God, I think after the pain of contraction, I think that's the next horrible thing that I experienced. As in, really, sometimes I sit down and I wonder. I was telling one of my friends that with all the equipment and things that, you know, have, you know, come out, you know, to aid and help, you know, medical science and everything, how come we don't have like an instrument that you can use to check how far a woman has dilated? Seriously, it baffles me. Come on, we have the scan. You just put something on top of the woman's tummy, and you can actually picture the baby inside the womb without even getting in there. So there should be something that you can actually just put probably around your VJ, and you know, it would read how, you know, how dilated you are, or probably something like a thermometer that you can probably just insert inside. Doesn't it make sense? Because in fact, right now, when I think about maybe my second baby, one thing I'm already dreading is the doctor or whoever, the midwife, putting his or her hand there and trying to see how dilated I am, you know. God, it's not an experience. It's not something I really want to experience again. After checking that I was 2 cm dilated, they took me to the room, to my room where I was going to be staying, and everything was nice, sweet, calm. I was like, oh, is this the thing they talk about? You did this. I can't do it now. I can't bear it now. It's nothing. So I was there in my room, you know. So they were like, okay, prior to this time, okay, I went in with my husband to see the doctor, went to the room, made payment and everything. they were like, okay, one person had to stay back, either my mom or my husband had to stay back, you know, they won't allow two people stay. My mom was like, that's what I came here for. So she was like, my husband, because my husband had gone to work, was like, my husband should go home and rest. My husband and my younger brother went home to go and rest, and they were supposed to come back the next morning. Like, okay, bye, everything is gonna be fine. Okay, bye, see you in the morning. Maybe by the time you come back in the morning, baby would have come. This and that. I was just making mouths. I laid on my bed, contractions were still coming little by little. You feel the tightness. When it was about, I think 12:01, contractions started defining itself. Like, oh my god, guys, let me tell you, this is something that you can't explain. I mean, I don't think any mother that has gone through contraction pains can actually explain what contraction pain is. You can't explain it. Before I even sat down to do this video, I was like, how am I even going to explain these contraction pains? Like, you can't explain it. I'm not even going to go into trying to, because you just can't explain it. It is not, it is something that I have never, oh my god, let's just forget about it. And you know the funny thing, it gets worse and it increases and increases and increases. Oh my god, I couldn't even stay on the bed. I kept going to my mom to help me rub my waist. Oh my god, I didn't even know the position. Do I lie on the floor? Do I lie on the bed? Do I stand up? And after a while, they were like, you have to stay on your side, that's the best position. Oh my god, I was like, I was like, can you guys just get this baby out of me, please get this baby out of me. Oh, they came again, I think about around 2 to check, and they were like, the baby was just, I think 3 cm. I was like, so how many cm? I mean, I knew that it had to be 10 cm, but I was like, how many cm do I have to wait again? The midwife came around 5 and checked again, and she was like, you are 5 cm dilated. I was like, whew. I can't even explain it. So fast forward, finally it was now morning. The doctor, gynecologist came, and then she was now doing her rounds, and she came to come and see me. So by this time, guys, my water had not broken. So when the gynecologist came and she saw me and she was like, how are you? I was like, really? How are you? Hey, like, so she checked me and everything, and she was like, I can't even remember. And then she was checking me, and then after a while my water broke, and then she came and she checked, and then she was like, there's a problem. I was like, what problem? Okay, oh no, she didn't tell me. Sorry, she didn't tell me. She was looking, and then she was like shaking her head, looking at me and shaking her head, and she called the midwife, she called my mom, I think she called my mom, and then she was telling them something, and then they were now like, I don't even know who told me. I don't know if it's my mom who told me. There's a thing called the meconium. That's the baby's first poop. It's usually green in color. So if you notice, when you give birth to your child, the first poop, probably the first days, the poop is usually greenish. So that's the meconium. That's what they call it. So there is a condition where the baby poops in the womb, and then and the baby inhales the meconium, and it could block the baby's like airways and stuff like that. So they were like, when my water came out, it came out with the meconium, and that was a serious issue. Oh my god, I was like, what else could be worse than contraction pains? Like, guys. So they were like, okay, you need to that I might have to go into the surgery room to conduct an emergency CS and stuff like that. It could be very harmful for the baby, you know. And they now rushed me, transferred me, took me into the delivery room. Mind you, by that time I think I was like about 6 cm dilated. They took me into the room, and then they were like, they had to like placed me on oxygen, you know, and I had to lie sideways. So this is supposed to help the baby breathe, like this is supposed to. So I was taking in oxygen that would also get to the baby, help the baby breathe well. So they kept coming in to check the baby's heartbeat, if the baby's heartbeat was still normal, you know, the normal rate and all that. So they were like, okay, should they do the CS or should they just keep me and watch me, you know, just keep me and just have a close watch, you know, so that if I get so I can dilate fully and have the vaginal birth, or they could just take me to the CS. At that point my mom was like, let us take her to this, let us just do the CS, please, I don't want any problem, let's do the CS. But some of the midwives were like, she should just relax, that everything will be fine, the baby will be fine, you just need to watch me, there's no cause for alarm. I really don't have anything against CS, like I'm not the it has to be vaginal birth or anything, right? I'm all about get the baby out. As long as the mom is healthy, the baby is healthy, the mom is happy, the baby is happy. That's it for me. So I was there, the oxygen. Before then, my husband was already like 5 a.m. My husband was already in the hospital. My husband was just going up and down. I didn't even know what was going on outside. I was inside here, killing my, and they were like, I have to stay on my side, and I shouldn't move. If I move, in fact, because the conditions were just too much. Like, and staying on my side was not just working for me. Like, oh my god, I was like, oh, can you people just get this baby out? Can you people just get this baby out? So they came and they checked. The baby was ACM dilated. They kept checking in between for the baby's heartbeat. Everything was fine. And then the midwives, everybody started coming in, you know, getting ready for the delivery. And I was like, I want to poop. And they were like, hold it or don't poop. And you know, prior to this time, during our antenatal classes, they always told us that when you're in the labor room or when you're about to go into labor and you feel like pooing and stuff like that, you have to hold it, because if you poo, stuff, I can't even remember, but like when you feel like pooing, don't poo, just try to hold it. So I kept like, I want to poo, I want to poo. They were like, hold it. By that time, the hospital has, by that time my husband was in the delivery room, you know, the midwives and everybody. I was already ready. They had kept hung my legs and everything, you know, they were like, don't poop. I was like, I can't hold it, man. The urge to poop was just too much. I couldn't even hold it. And the next thing I just felt was guess what? I had pooped. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. They were like, don't worry, it's not a problem, don't worry. They cleaned it up and they were like, hold on, time to push, hold your breath, and all the, I can't even remember, all the, they had already taught us during our antenatal classes. They taught us how to breathe, how to push, and thanks be to God, by the grace of God, I think I did 2 pushes. The first push I had, the baby's head came out and they were like, head is out. My husband was beside me, holding me. Oh my god. I was like, thank you Jesus, and they were like, don't say thank you Jesus yet, too, you still have work to do. So that was how. And then I pushed again, and then baby boy just flew out, like he couldn't wait to be out, like he flew out. And one of the midwives caught him and they cleaned him up, and then they had to take out the placenta. That's another delivery. Deliver the placenta, and they cleaned him up, brought him to me. Oh my god, like it just takes away all the pain, all the worry, every single thing. Just, it's like it's just like you had cold water on your head. Like, you know, I held my baby, I kissed my baby, and they took him away. So they took him away, and then they began stitching, you know, the tear, because I had a tear. And that's another thing, guys, the stitching of that tear. Oh my god, guys, well, we give God all the glory for the experience, right? Man, it was painful. I won't lie, it was painful, because they said they gave me anesthesia, but I was wondering, like, I was still feeling the pain, like the needle. Oh my god. But I was like, man, this is not compared to the contraction pain, so I think I can bear this one, but it was painful, you know. After that, I got to, oh, I didn't tell you guys. So after delivery, I was like, I want to eat myself, I want to pee, I want to pee, I want to pee. So they took me to the toilet to go and pee. The moment I got into the toilet, I just fainted. And next thing, I found myself in my room. So I had fainted, and literally I was, you know, anemic, you know. But yeah, thanks be to God, everything was fine. We got discharged, I think 3 days after. Baby was fine, mommy was fine. And then I'm going to do live after the baby, postpartum live, you know, in another video. So I hope you learned something in this video. I hope you can relate to this video. For those of us that have gone through this experience, I hope you can relate to it. I hope you have learned something, and I hope that this video has encouraged you. One thing I didn't say is that, guys, I mean, yes, it's not a funny experience, but you just have to be positive. Just try to, you know, take away every kind of negativity, right? When I got into my last month, I was very deliberate about the things that I exposed myself to. I was deliberate about the things that I was hearing. In fact, you know how antenatal visits could be. There's so much talk, gist. I used to, prior to this time, I used to enjoy all that gist, but I was very deliberate about the things that I was listening to. You know, all the talk, all the advices. You know, people are advising you, when you go there, do like this, or do like this. My own time, I did this. Once I start hearing any kind of negativity, this one happened, this complication happened, this how it happened, it didn't end well, stuff like that, I take my leave, like I run away. Because not like these things don't happen, but I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to have any fear, you know. I was trying to like build my, you know, mind. I was trying to be positive, you know. I was praying for the best, you know, and I also needed to do my own work by, you know, controlling the things that I was exposed to. I wasn't watching, I wasn't watching everything, I wasn't reading everything, I wasn't listening to everything. I just wanted everything around me to be positive, you know, positive energy, you know. I was staying away from bad negative energy, you know, bad talk, negative advice and stuff like that. I was just so deliberate about that period up until when I got into the delivery room. I was so deliberate about it. So you need to do that. I think it's something that we all need to do, because at that time you're already, in as much as you're nervous and anxious to meet your child, but still, you know, these things, you know, begin to seep in, like what if, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are encouraged. I hope you are blessed. So thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, what are you doing? Please subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be bringing more stuffs, more juicy content, you know. Please, if this video helped you, I know it did, please give me a thumbs up, and yeah, subscribe and like, and also leave a comment. Tell me about your own experiences. You know, these experiences are, you know, peculiar to persons, you know. No two people have the same experiences. Yes, you can relate to someone's experience, but there's always something different about your own experience. So let's talk about it in the comment section, you know. Let's encourage each other, and let's learn from each other. So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Don't forget, always let your light shine wherever you find yourself, and let's leave the world better than we found it, one person at a time. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.